We've got a few more minutes here. I want to talk briefly about these crazy UV baits. I know some of you out here are familiar with them. A lot of you aren't. If you look at these baits just with your naked eye, these just look like a lot of other plastics, and they are. I mean, we've got our UV Inco, which is a Cinco style bait that every plastics maker's got. We've got our UV Hog in a 4 and a 6 inch, just like everybody's got a creature bait. And we've even got beaver baits that everybody has, but we've got a 3 and a 4 inch beaver bait. But what the other companies don't have is they're not UV enhanced, and what that means is everybody in here that fishes knows that bass obviously see differently than we do. How do they see stuff in muddy water? How do they see stuff at night and all that? Well, if you've ever watched a CSI or if you're a deer hunter or something like that, if you shine a black light on things, it tends to have a reflection to it. Well, if you take this black light and shine it on a shad or a crawfish or blood or something like that, those UV enzymes are reflecting. I call it a glow, but it's a reflection. Well, you can take any other plastics out there and shine this black light on them, they don't do anything. If you take this black light and shine it on our baits, you can see that, and I truly believe that's more of what the fish, how they see things. It looks more realistic to them, and I truly believe the success I've had over the last several years has been because of these. And anybody that fishes out here knows that, whether you're throwing a certain crankbait or jerkbait, it may be a cadence in a jerkbait that you're getting a couple more bites than your buddy, that's going to put you over the edge. And same thing with plastics. If you have plastics, and if I'm fishing in an area, with a whole bunch of other boats and everybody's catching a few fish, but if I get this bait out there and it looks a little more natural to the fish and it gets me a couple more bites over the competition, that's what's going to put me out over, on top of that. So if you haven't had a chance to check them out, check out the UV baits. I really believe they're going to help put a few more fish in the boat for you. The other bait I want to share with you, these are brand new. I just got these the other day. You're going to see them out there here real soon. These are a flutterspoon, just like I won the tournament on. And the neat thing about these is they made them exactly how I wanted them made. And also, these are UV enhanced as well. So along with just being another flutterspoon, they do have the UV enhancement, but what they also have is a double split ring. This is kind of one of my tricks. All my crankbaits, jerkbaits, top waters, I always put 2 split rings on the back. These already come with a double split ring, and they also come with a big 1/0 Eagle Claw laser sharp treble on that. If you look at these laser sharp trebles on here, people kind of don't realize this. The number one thing on a treble hook that's so important is that barb. That barb is what keeps fish on the bait. There's some super sharp hooks out there. I can make this thing super sharp with a file, and I can keep it sharp that way. But it's that barb that's going to keep those fish on the bait for you. This spoon, if you structure fish or fish deep, I'd give anything to come out to Clear Lake in the summer and throw one of these. I don't know if any of you guys are, but I can promise you, knowing how Clear Lake is, this bait would be incredible. But if you fish deep, you fish big crankbaits or jigs, what I've witnessed around the country is this spoon, when fish are deep like that, if they're schooled up, it'll catch the biggest fish out of the school every time. And when you get them on this spoon, it's incredible. I mean, it'll get strikes when nothing else will. And this is what I won Toledo Bend on. I caught the majority of the fish on. But you take it, put it on a heavy flipping rod. I use a 7.5 foot Wright McGill Tessera Skeet Reese flipping rod. I use 20-pound gamma fluorocarbon. Oh, we're about out of time here. And like I said, what I do is I put a split ring on the front with a swivel. I like the swivel on there to keep it from twisting so bad. But throw this thing out, make a long pitch or a short cast, throw it out there and let it fall on a slack line. And kind of like I was saying about stroking a jig, hop this spoon. It'll hop up and watch your line. And a lot of times, it'll be sinking. You'll just see that line jump. And what's amazing about this, this 4-inch bait or 5-inch bait here, you catch everything on it. You catch crappie, gar, drum, catfish love these. I've caught smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass. It catches everything. So if you haven't fished a flutter spoon yet, you definitely want to check it out. I would even assume it would probably work out here in the wintertime as well. You guys have some of the best learning grounds out, anywhere in the country. So if you haven't tried one of these, you definitely want to give these flutter spoons a try as well. So I know we're getting close to getting to do the raffle and stuff. So with that, I'm going to be around. I got some autograph cards. If you guys want to see this stuff here in a little bit, I'll be around. So check this stuff out. But I want to thank you all for coming out. I appreciate the fans out here. It's just been an honor meeting everybody. And like I said, I think I learned as much as you guys do just coming and seeing all the cool stuff here. So thank you very much, and enjoy some giveaways here.